Time now for an update from Fox Carolina News and Fox Carolina Weather. Weather rates certified most accurate.
Good afternoon. We are following breaking news at this hour. This just in from Spartanburg Police. They are investigating a suspicious death. We just got this news release. They tell us that they responded to a grassy field off Branch Street in the city of Spartanburg just after 12 o'clock today. They said that they were directed over to a man's body who was found on the ground under a blanket. The police say this man does appear to have suffered injuries from an unknown object. Right now, Spartanburg Police and the coroner's office have a joint investigation underway. We do not have any more information, but again, this literally just coming in the last 3 minutes to our newsroom. Again, a death investigation underway right now in the city of Spartanburg on Branch Street after a man's body was found under a blanket, and it appears he was killed with some type of object. If you have any information on this, you're urged to call 1-888-CRIME-SC. We'll have continuing coverage of this death investigation at 4, 5, 6, and tonight after football on a late edition of the 10 o'clock news. Over at foxcarolina.com as our web team works to get that breaking news story up. Our other big story, the vice president now in Georgia after making a stop here in Greenville at the University of South Carolina School of Medicine. He talked about the vaccine that's coming out as soon possibly as the end of the week and what it means for South Carolina. You can watch more of that roundtable discussion here at foxcarolina.com, and we'll have continuing coverage on air throughout the evening. We're also looking at a huge story out of South Carolina. We just got new information. The U.S. Attorney has indicted 40 in the largest federal racketeering conspiracy in South Carolina history involving gang operating sprawling drug enterprises. Now, here is what we know. It's a 147-count superseding indictment against 40 people, several from the upstate. And again, it's the largest federal racketeering conspiracy in South Carolina history. So apparently what this means is they were doing all of this by contrabanding cell phones, orchestrated murder, kidnapping, firearms distribution, and an international drug operation. Just unreal, the details that are coming out of this story in the Midlands, and it does span the entire state. We do know multiple agencies were involved as well. You can read more about the indictments and those who have charged, but you see their names here. Many of them from Lexington, West Columbia, Gaston, but you can see the list down here. We have Greenville, Gaffney, again, Greenville, a lot of folks in the Woodruff area as well, easily too. So you can see those names right there, all in this indictment, all part of this largest federal racketeering conspiracy bust in South Carolina history. A few of the other top stories we are following at this hour. A Florida homicide suspect captured in the mountains of western North Carolina today. And you can see his mugshot making the rounds as he's smiling when he was arrested. We're also getting more information on how the vaccine of COVID-19 will be prioritized in South Carolina. And we got new unemployment numbers today hitting their highest level since mid-September. So those are just a couple of the big stories we're following right now at foxcarolina.com. Not a big story, the weather, because it is a beautiful afternoon today, Kendra, but I do know changes are on the way.
That's right. Unfortunately, we will have a pretty good chance of rain as we get into the weekend. A couple opportunities, one on Saturday night and then one on Sunday night. But tonight, you don't have to worry about that. And there's actually an ongoing meteor shower if you want to keep an eye out for some shooting stars this evening. Temperatures will be falling down into the mid-40s by around 9 o'clock, and then late night right around 40 degrees. So not quite as cold as the last couple of nights, but still very chilly. 30s across western North Carolina as we get into the late night hours. A mild day on Friday, though, so it'll be one of those days where you really dress in layers, bundle up in the morning, but you might be in short sleeves by the afternoon. This weekend will bring some showers, but we'll keep the mild air around. And then it gets cooler next week. Some mountain snow is in store. We'll talk much more about it coming up on the 4, 5, and 6 o'clock newscast, as well as tonight at 10 and 11. And download the Fox Carolina app.